All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be talking about where you can actually buy the Galaxy S24 Ultra, S24 Plus, and S24 at for the best deals. So I want to start with Samsung's website. Obviously, Samsung is offering some not mediocre, but they're not giving $1,000 for the current S23 Ultra if you trade it in. And I focus on that one first because that's the device they talked about. That's what a lot of people probably are going to buy. But again, I say it with so much confidence. The S24 Plus is a sure bet, folks. It is basically the S24 Ultra in a different body, minus a few things, and it'll be totally worth it. But nonetheless, starting with the Ultra, you can get this at Samsung's website. If you have an S23 Ultra that you want to trade in, you're only getting $750. Now, personally, I'll rather just sell it and keep the cash and then just, not do a trade in or do it however you want to do it. Try to get more than $750. However you can do it. If your device is in pristine condition or it's a 1 terabyte, I don't know, shop it around. But I don't think $750 is the best trade-in value, but it is a good trade-in value when you think about it. These are pre-owned devices that have been out on the market for a year, and Samsung has to recertify them and then also try to sell them off to the third-party companies that they do to make some money back. So ultimately, $750 isn't horrible. It's just not what we were expecting. We were expecting like $1,000, but we all know that the $1,000 trade-in is going to come when the Fold line comes up. So the Fold line being more expensive, they're going to probably give $900 or $1,000 for sure for those. And then iPhones typically have a high trade-in value as well. I didn't check an iPhone trade-in value because that's not something that I would even do anyway, but nonetheless, $750 is the most you're going to cap out on. And they're saying that's what they promotion, like a boost. But it's not a bad trade-in value. I was expecting at least $850, $900, but that's just me. What were you expecting on the trade-in value for the S23 Ultra to go to the S24 Ultra? Now, if you look at Samsung.com, they're going to give you, if you signed up for the $50 credit, here's some advantages from doing the trade-in or doing a business with Samsung.com. Just because it's a Samsung device doesn't mean you have to buy it there. But the advantages to doing it with Samsung, it's coming directly from the source, and they give you $150. If you click on the link, you should see a $150 credit to go towards cases, the new tags that Samsung has, stuff like that. So if you don't see 150, you'll probably see 100. But just click the link and you'll see what your options are after you put the phone in your cart or whatever and go to the next screen. So yeah, Samsung is always doing this thing where they give you a trade-in and you get to get some goodies, some credits and stuff like that. It's a way to lure you in and to keep buying directly from them. But the S24 Ultra, the S24 Plus, and the S24, all are going to have different trade-in amounts depending on the device. So if you try to get an S24, the smallest variant, and you want to trade in an S23 Ultra, they're probably going to offer you like $400 to $550. I believe I checked the Plus, the Galaxy S24 Plus with the S23 Ultra, and it was $550. So basically, the more money you spend, the more they'll give you on your trade-in. So they're not going to let you just trade in a $750 credit towards the 24. They're not going to let you do that. So Samsung, that's how they're going to do it. Now, when it comes to Best Buy, that's another story. Best Buy is going to give you a $150 gift card, which I think is more valuable than Samsung's credits towards their products, because with the $150 gift card, you can buy whatever. You don't have to do anything with Samsung. You can go buy your mom a case for her phone, or buy a new screen protector, or buy a new phone. You could do anything with that $150 gift card, and it does not expire. So, and you also get the same discounts from Samsung on the price for the memory upgrade. It's all the same at Best Buy. So one thing I don't like about Best Buy now is if you go online and try to buy an unlocked device, it forces you, even when you choose activate later, it still forces you to pick AT&T, Verizon, or Google Fi. I don't think that's right, but that's what they do now. You can't just go online and buy an unlocked device. But if you go into a store, you can do it, and you still get the same promotions. You still get the $150 gift card. You still get the discounted price. You just have to go into the store. But if you're someone who is on a carrier, then buying through Best Buy will be super easy for you. Best Buy no longer does T-Mobile for some reason. I don't know why they don't do it anymore, but they just stopped doing it. I don't know. I haven't had T-Mobile in about a year, almost a year now. So, and I've done an upgrade through Best Buy with T-Mobile, but it's kind of a mess. But it's still simple, but it's kind of messed for the problem I had. But nonetheless, you might have not had a problem with T-Mobile when you were doing Best Buy. But nonetheless, if you're AT&T, Verizon, Google Fi, you can get the same promotions with Activate Later. You get the discount, you get the $150 card or whatever, and that's an option for you. All the devices are there. Matching the price of Samsung, you just get a $150 gift card. Now, let's talk about probably the best deal that I found on the Galaxy S24 lineup, and that is with Google Fi. Now, remember there's links to everything down below. I'm tapped out on Google Fi, so if you use my link, you benefit, but I don't benefit. I've gotten so many referrals from Google Fi, they kept me out. They were like, no more credits. So that's cool though, because I don't use Google Fi as my primary line, it's my secondary line, and Visible Wireless is my primary service because it's Verizon service, so I love it. The service is phenomenal. So if you go to Google Fi, you can get these devices if you're already a customer. If you're not a customer, you have to do the 24 months credit. So here's the way it's going to work for you. This is still the best deal on the internet, I say. Google Fi is offering the biggest discounts on the Galaxy S24 lineup. If you are already a customer, all you have to do is buy the device, and it's pretty much half off, folks. It's pretty much half off. You buy the device, keep the device active for 4 months. 4 months, and it is yours free and clear. I don't suggest you cancel service and go back and forth like that for Google Fi, because they probably will ban you. I've been with Google Fi since it was Project Fi, and I've been with them since they first started. I don't know how long that's been, 10 years, 12, I don't know how long it's been. But I've been with them since day one, since they were Project Fi when they first initially started it up. So it's up to you to determine if you want to go use Google Fi, but I highly recommend, if you don't want to do a trade-in or you don't have a trade-in, Google Fi is the way to go. What's 4 months of your life? If you're already a customer, folks, that is the best deal on the Galaxy S24 lineup. And most times they have the best deals on all phones, Pixels, everything. Yeah, they have the best deals. So once again, if you're already a customer, all you have to do is buy one of the phones. It's pretty much half off. And then you keep it active on Google Fi. And you're probably not going to close your Google Fi if you're already a customer, and they know this. So they know that you're already a consumer, so they know you're not just going to close your line all of a sudden abruptly after you get this particular phone. You wouldn't do that. They know you're going to stay with them, so they give you these great incentives. But if you're a new customer to Google Fi, I believe you have to do 24 months to keep that credit. So pick the phone you want, get the memory, get the color, everything you want now. Because if you don't, you say, I'm going to cheap out and get not cheap out, but you know what I'm saying, I'm going to take the simpler route and get a 120 or 256 gig or whatever you decide to get the highest memory you can get that's going to make you happy for 2 years. Because if you cancel service within that 24-month period, they take the money back. And the same rules apply for people who are already consumers. If you stop using the phone in that 4-month period, they're going to give you a warning and say, hey, look, we don't see the phone as active. You got to keep it active. And then once you turn it back on, your time continues. But you have to keep it active for 4 months as a current subscriber to Google Fi, and as a new subscriber, it's 24 months. Now, when you think about it, that's not really that long. It's not long because this is geared towards people who are not, they're not trying to keep up with the latest and greatest every year. And they can wait 2 years. Tons of people, folks, we are definitely not the minority or the majority. We are the minority as tech enthusiasts. I say this often, but we are the minority as tech enthusiasts. We are so the minority. The regular consumer does not switch their phones around. Like, example, side note, you see how I buy a car for every year, sometimes I'll sell it and then I'll buy something else? Most consumers don't do that. The average consumer isn't buying every new car that comes out every year or every 2 years. Unless it's a lease, then yeah. And obviously you should be leasing depreciating assets, but man, I get such great deals on my vehicles. I just buy them. I mean, I'd rather just own it, and I want to decide for myself whether I want to get rid of this vehicle or not. But yeah, nonetheless, it's like that. That's just an example I wanted to give. The regular people in the world keep the same phone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, or just until it breaks. They don't just switch every year. But see, that's actually a trap that the OEMs have created, the trade-in program. They get you in a loop, and you're losing a lot of money because a lot of people are financing these phones. And I think you can finance with Google Fi too. When I use them, I just pay for it. The times that I've used them, I just bought whatever it was. I just bought it full cost because it was a lot. Because when I was using Google Fi, when I was buying phones a lot on Google Fi, I was just paying for them because they were giving you a discount, and you didn't have to keep it open for 4 months. But Google got hip to this. People probably were just joining Google Fi or something. The rules were different at the beginning. You didn't have to be a current subscriber. You could be a new subscriber and get the same deals as current subscribers get for Google Fi. But people probably were just getting the phone since they're already unlocked, keeping it for 30 days, and then canceling service. I don't suggest you do that because Google Fi service is actually really good. Again, been with them since the beginning, and I need it when I travel. It's really good. So alongside my Visible, it's solid service. But a lot of people are financing devices, and that is how the majority of the world is doing their phones now. But I say it's a trap to be stuck in a 24-month, 36 months, folks. That's a long time to finance a phone, man. Even if it's zero interest. But that, I guess it's not a trap. It's only a trap to the people who like to have new things every 3 to 6 months or every year. That's who it's not for. But if you're a consumer, because I don't want to be like that, if you're a consumer who stays with their carrier, you've been with them for years. I was with T-Mobile for 26 years. And I still stay with them, even though I was buying new phones all the time. But that's geared towards a person who isn't trying to see all the newest, and they're not impressed, or they just stay clear of it. They just don't acknowledge it, and they just keep using what they have to get their money's worth. So some people out there, the majority are financing devices, and it's okay. I'm not going to knock on people who finance phones because we've all done it before. But I will say that for someone like me, it's not a good look. I couldn't do it. I couldn't start a 36-month contract to get a credit knowing I'm probably going to want to sell that phone off or do whatever. You know what I mean? I can get something new. So nonetheless, the last place I want to talk about is Amazon. Now, Amazon typically doesn't have the best deals on phones. New phones, that is. Sometimes the Amazon will especially if it's just Amazon sellers and not actually Amazon. You got to be clear of that. Make sure you check the Prime on the top left of your display when you're in Amazon Prime. When you're in Amazon, make sure you check Prime because a lot of people are Prime users. But if you're not a Prime user yet, do a free trial, order what you want, then don't continue it. Yeah, I think they give you like 2 weeks. I don't know what it is, a week, 2, I don't know. But try out Prime because you'll definitely love it. All right, there's a Prime box on the door every freaking day here. It's incredible. I don't even go to Walmart that much anymore, or Sam's Club. Well, I do go to Sam's Club. Got to get a lot of stuff. I'm at Sam's Club, so I retract that. Sam's Club is the spot. I still want to buy like at local places, but Amazon sometimes just has the lower pricing on things. And they also have it in abundance. So I end up going there. Like the air filters for our house and stuff like that. They're very expensive if I go buy it locally. Example, one air filter for my house is $120. One air filter. So, and I buy like 7 or 8 at a time, multi-pack through Amazon, and save and get them for like $75, $80 a filter. Because I got to go up there every 6 months and change the filter. So nonetheless, Amazon's the next place. I'll leave links to everything in the description down below. Where did you buy your phone from if you didn't use my links? But if you are going to use my links, I appreciate the love. So it's your man Jay. I did order the Galaxy S24 Ultra. I did not do a trade-in this time, and I didn't get the color that I normally would get. But I'll see you in the unboxing in February. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit those links down below. Buy the Galaxy S24 if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to buy the Galaxy S24. But if you want to, use my links and be a real G. You're a real G. That's game. I shouldn't do that. Anyway, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.